Alright, welcome back to another round of playing the Wizards with myself, Saruman versus Radagast, and we are in the untap phase, and we are struggling over here. We can untap Aragorn, Theoden, and Éomer. And I am having flashbacks of bad things, of Aragorn running off when he's got a bunch of marshalling points under his name. And I'm just seeing it happen again, so I think we will attempt, this is like really, I don't know. I mean, if I do, it's like do it now or do it later, but if I get a corruption point card placed on him that forces a corruption check, I'll really be in bad shape. So, yeah, I think I will, let's tap Éomer and to support and attempt to pass the Palantir to Éomer. So he's got 3 corruption points. He rolled a 6. Okay. And of course, Éomer's not going to hold it for long. He's going to pass it to Saruman. As soon as we get to Haven and get healed up. But yeah, that's easier said than done. Okay, so we've got to get to a haven. We've got to get to Lorien, and we may just camp out there for a while until everybody's feeling better. Jeez. Okay. These cards are very similar in effect, especially in a party like mine where everyone is a Dunedain or a man. The one person who's not a Dunedain or a man is Saruman. And so I might have been better to play Doors of Night, and then that would have given +1 prowess to everyone. Also, this is a long event, so it helps them on their turn. Okay. But it is what it is. We did not play Doors of Night, so we didn't know. So let's get it over with. We've got to move to Lorien and hope wounded Saruman doesn't die. Wait, well, before we do that, do we want to pass the shield to Saruman? Does that make sense to do? It doesn't really help it doesn't add his body. No, I don't think that makes sense. We just gotta try. Okay, we're gonna play Sun, and that gives every man and Dunedain a +1 prowess modifier. And we're off. We can draw 1, and our opponent can draw 2. Boromir. Okay, over on this side, we can draw 2, and we are ready to make some trouble. Mouth of Sauron. Ooh. And 2 Dragons Desolations. Okay, so the Mouth of Sauron can be played as a short event. Let's say they have a hazard limit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, we can do whatever we want. And we could play, we could use the Mouth of Sauron to bring a cave worm out. Oh man, we are gonna really mess their day up. Let's see. Okay, let's do the Cave Drake with Dragon's Desolation, and that's 2 strikes of 12. Attacker chooses Defender. So attacker chooses Defender, so they're going to choose Aragorn and Saruman. So Saruman, Aragorn has 8 prowess if he taps, so 8 to beat a 12. Man, oh man. Which I think he will tap. Will he? If he doesn't tap, so 8 to beat a 12. If he doesn't tap, it's 5 to beat a 12. That doesn't sound great. Okay, so he does need to tap. And then Saruman's got 4 to beat a 12. Oh man. This is bad. I mean, Theoden could tap to help give him a +1 prowess modifier, but I'm worried that they have more than this. So they're looking pretty smug over there. So Okay, I'm going to leave Theoden untapped, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, Saruman. This might be the end of the game. Saruman, 4 to beat a 12. 4 plus 8. Okay. Whew. Okay, it's ineffective. Okay, and then Aragorn. He tapped, so he has 8 to beat a 12. 8 plus 5. Okay, so he beat his strike. All right, one down. Okay, and now we can use the Mouth of Sauron to bring that cave worm back, or we could do that cave drake, or we could do a cave worm. A cave worm is 1 strike. It can be keyed to the Gap of Isen. We could make it 1 strike of 18 and just really blow someone out of the water. But I think the cave drake is better. So let's play the Mouth of Sauron to bring, as a short event, to bring 1 hazard from your discard into your hand. And then we're going to play the exact same thing, Dragon's Desolation and a Cave Drake. Okay, and then the attacker chooses Defender, and they're going to focus on the same 2 characters, Aragorn and Saruman. Okay, this time that's 4. I'm beginning to think that maybe, I don't know. Should Theoden? No, I don't know. I don't think Theoden tapping helps all that much. You know, I mean, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Okay. Aragorn, he's already tapped, so he gets -1 modifier, but Sun gives him a +1, so he's back to 7. 7 to beat 12. And he rolls a 6. Okay, nice. 13. Okay, and then Saruman. Saruman. Okay, 4 to beat a 12. Does Theoden tap to help? Yeah, let's do it. If we lose the lizard, that's the game over. So, okay, it might make all the difference. Jeez, this is rough. Okay, so 5 to beat a 12. 3. Oh no. Okay, and body check, -1 modifier because he's already wounded. And he rolls a 5. Oh boy. Okay, and for my final hazard, I will play the Lure of Nature on Aragorn. Do I want to get Éomer? I could get Éomer instead. No, Aragorn. Okay. And so before we can arrive safely, Aragorn has to make a corruption check for the one wilderness. And nobody's untapped, so nobody can help him. He has 4 corruption points. All right, 1 corruption check. Let's go. And he rolls an 8. Okay. Whew. So we've arrived in Lorien. Oh my gosh. That was nerve-wracking. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'll just put this here. Okay. Jeez Louise. Whew. Okay. We've arrived. And we've got 8 in our hand, so let's go back to the other side. Back over here, we draw up to 8. Summons from Long Sleep. Noble Hound. And Hormorath. Okay. Well, we didn't kill Saruman, but we did rough him up pretty good. I mean, actually, I was hoping to do a little more damage than we did, but we gave it a good try. Okay, and now we're back on this team's turn, and we're all in Rivendell. We can untap. We can throw down some nice fellowships. Well, let's think about this. First, do we want to stay all in one company? Do we want to move things around? Do we want to hand off anything? I'm a little concerned about these guys with 3 corruption points. But once we have 2 fellowships stacked on us, I think we should be all right. I'm also don't want to waste Prowess, the limit on prowess that's listed on the weapon supersedes any additional prowess buffs. I mean, it's the limit is a hard cap, whether or not you get additional prowess buffs. So, yeah, it could be the case that this is 7, 8, 9. Gimli gets +2 prowess against orcs. That's 10, 11. But 9 is kind of the cap. Unless you're not including any of the prowess buff from the sword. Yeah, but I don't think that's necessarily worth risking moving stuff around. So maybe we all just travel together for a time. Let's take a look at the map. So from Rudar, we want to kind of head back to the other side of the Misty Mountains. But we want to pick up a major item, and so there's really nowhere we could go in 4 turns or in 4 regions to get a major item except for the Ruined Signal Tower. And then once we're in Edwaith, we can maybe make our way back to Lorien or make our way east. So I think that's what we're going to do. But first, let's put these fellowships down. And I guess we could move around a little bit. Why don't we put, let's see. Why don't we put Erkenbrand? Well, why don't we put, we could put Beorn. We could put Beorn under, let's do that. Let's put Beorn under Radagast. Beorn and Beorn under Radagast. And then we'll have these 3 under the general influence. And we can move that around later, but I think that's a good way to go. And we'll just put a couple of fellowships on here. There's no limit to the number of fellowships you can play at any one time, so we're going to put 2 down, and that brings our corruption. That brings our corruption up 2, corruption point modifier up 2, and then our prowess up 2. So we are in good shape. We are hard to beat. And yeah, we're going to go to the Ruined Signal Tower in Edwaith. From Rivendell, it's Triple Wilderness, and it's a ruin and lair. It's got a spider automatic attack, which we could potentially cancel with this many turns and doublings. But we're not going to show our hand on that just yet. Not only that, but our prowess is also modified by this long event sun. So yeah, so we can draw 1 because of Smaug, and they can draw 2. All right, Dark Quarrels. Okay, and over here we can draw 2 Smoke Rings and Anduril. All right. Okay. So there's not much we can do to hurt them. We could play Doors of Night to keep them from benefiting from sun and make Gates of Morning go away. Let's do that. Okay, Doors of Night, that gets rid of our long event because it's a environment resource. That gets rid of their long event, or their permanent event, Gates of Morning. And all right, that's all we have to do. And I'm not sure. What do I want to discard here? Dang it. I honestly think we can. Halbarad is relatively safe now. Maybe we don't need Iarith right now, so I'm going to discard Iarith for now. I need some more prowess. Boromir's going to help us with that. Okay, so that's it. Okay, we've arrived from Rivendell to the Ruined Signal Tower, and we bring our hand back to 8. Forward. Okay. And we have a an automatic attack. Spiders, prowess of 8. I think we're just going to play many turns and doublings. And then that gets rid of that. And then let's have Peath. Tap the site to bring in Glamdring. Very nice. Okay. And then that's the end of our turn. I think I'm going to discard Hundreds of Butterflies. Smoke Rings. Wizard's Ring, okay. And Valiant Sword. Other side. And we're heading into our turn, so I'm not going to discard anything. And yeah, so that's the end of the round.